I was playing in the new lands of Fontaine 4.1, and I started a quest where Paimon gives you her food fund jar as an incentive to help out a girl. So naturally, after making a life-size Paimon, I decided to make this. The first problem I had was to find a jar the same size, color, and shape. After searching in a whole lot of shops for the jar, I finally found this in a second-hand store. It is quite a lot larger, and it is a bit darker blue, but beside that, it is perfect. Previously to this, I had already bought a bag of Mora from China, but it wasn't enough coins. Using a free version of Design Spark Mechanical, I started making the base. I made a multi-sided polygon, pulled it up, created a circle in the middle, and pulled that up too. Then finally pulled up the center edge for the final shape. I exported the file as a STL and then 3D printed it. And here's the final result. The bottle top shown here is a old version, and I'm creating the new version here. The old one was not thick enough, and I'm correcting that now and pulling it out. And the other difference is the cap is separate. The reason I did this is so in case I glue it on and I want to actually get the money out again. I'm busy creating a lock or lip on the side of the bottle. This is so the cap can be turned on and locked and then turned off again. The bottle top has a sawtooth edge going around the sides, and I'm creating one of those edges. And I'm pulling it down, and then what I'm doing here is just duplicating that. And again, I export the file and 3D print it, and I'm just showing the beginning part, and then it's finished. And here's the end result next to the bottle. As I mentioned previously, I needed more Mora. Here I'm creating a one-sided piece of Mora. Okay, I'm creating the shape now. I'm splitting it up into 3 parts. And then I create the circles which join together to create the shape. And the triangle in the middle. And get rid of the outer edges. And then I'm selecting the different parts which need to be pulled up. And that's the outer, and then this is a triangle. I'm just cleaning up some of the center edges before I pull it up. Cleaning the center and then pulling it up, and then all done. Okay, here's the end result, and I duplicated it on the 3D printer software. Then finally here I'm making the cap and just making a circle and the section for the coin to go through. And here I'm making hinges which fit into the bottle top, or at least lock into the bottle top. Okay, I'm just pulling it a bit. Okay, on the other side. And then the rest here is just some cleanup, just angling them, making them thicker, adding a bit of trim around the side. And then there's the final result. That's before cleaning it up. This is how it fits on. So you basically turn it on. This one doesn't fit yet. I had to sand it a bit just to get it to fit. Cutting out the eyes for the bottle. The bottle is based on one of the slimes in Genshin Impact. And I'm just pulling the tape off and then taping it on the bottle. I added some extra masking tape around the edges just so paint doesn't get on the bottle. I'm only using acrylic paint here. I know this doesn't stick well and it's water-based, but the idea is if I screw it up, I can easily get it off again. I do paint loads of coats to get it on properly, and then what I'm doing here is just mixing a blue color for the edges. The next color I should have made a little bit lighter. It was a bit too dark, but not too bad. And then this last color didn't actually come out that well when I took the masking tape off. As you can see here. Here I'm just cutting the edges correctly. I've already painted the top and the bottom and I'm fitting it on. And here's the end result. I went with a black marker around the eyes just to make it more defined. And here is Paimon with her food fun bottle in her lap. Thanks for watching and goodbye.